I live by a phrase that says, whatever you say, I obey when it comes to the Lordship of Christ. And so, for whatever reason, I believe in God's sovereignty. God has placed me in West Omaha to reach people in West Omaha. And the fact is, there are people all over the world that are living their life disconnected from Christ that will have to pay the penalty for their own sin. So it doesn't matter. In my opinion, I've been in India, I've been in Africa, I've been all over the place where people are dirt poor and they don't have Christ and they need the gospel. I was in India, I preached at a church there. It was the poorest church I've ever preached at. And they were like in a tiny little rented room, packed the place. And I had the blessing of preaching the gospel, seeing people saved. But that's their context. For whatever reason, in my opinion, God sovereignly has chosen to place me and our team in suburban West Omaha. And here's the crazy thing. There will be all kinds of new people that will come to that building because in our context, like, hey, church, oh yeah, it's a cool thing to do. And they'll come and they'll be phenomenal people. They'll like really cool people and they've never heard the gospel. And so one of the questions I deal with a lot is, what's a soul worth? So if it's let's just use $10 million, let's just say that, because where we live, the ground itself was $1.5 million for dirt, and that's where we live, and that's what it cost. The building costs continue to go up. That's the culture we live in. So to build, I mean, we're not talking extravagant at all, a basic, modern day church that people in our context would go to, it's clean, it's on point, but it's not extravagant. Let's call it $10 million, and that's just for first phase. But to me, it's worth it, because if we're gonna meet people in our context where they would come there, our people that are already part of Love Church feel good about inviting their friends. We have, Love Kids classrooms and a little area where it's clean, it's safe. People from, again, our culture, our community will be, cool to be able to bring their families. To me, if it's one soul that goes to heaven with $10 million, it's worth it. But I believe it's just the beginning of many, many souls. Again, not just saved, but trained to be self-fed. I was thinking about this couple I just met with that I've been praying for literally 5 years and been loving on in my daily life because I run into him a lot. And, they walk into this tough season of their marriage and they have 2 little girls. I just saw them at church for the first time, just this Sunday. Just imagine them coming to a place, Love Church, we get the building built. They start inviting their friends. The ripple effect that happens from that, much more than one soul, many, many souls. Again, not just saved, but self-fed. We talk about Orange Days. We get parents with children in their Bible every single night before they go to bed. It's not a religious duty. It's a lifestyle change. And it will affect generations to come. So to me, 10 million is nothing. And especially to God. The Bible says in Psalm 24:1, the earth is the Lord and everything is the Lord's and everything in it. So for him, it's a drop in the bucket. So there's that answer.